Hello, this is the Cutting Edge Review, and I'm your reviewer. In case you didn't understand that, hold on, got it. Let me write it for you. This is the Cutting Edge Review, and I am your reviewer. And right now I'm going to be doing a movie review. It's movie Chappie. Doing a movie review on that movie called Chappie. What the hell is a Chappie? I don't know. But it's for the producers or directors who brought you District 9 and Elysium. Boring movies like District 9 in Elysium. So this movie is about a robot called Chappie. You know, that name Chappie kind of reminds me of a name that you would have got in elementary school. Like those stupid kids would make fun of you and they're like, "Hey, look, it's Chappie. Check it out, it's Chappie. Chappie's in school again." That's what that reminded me of a little bit. A stupid name called Chappie. And I'm just wondering what the directors and producers of this movie were thinking when they came out with the name Chappie. So this movie centers around a police program of set in the future in Johannesburg, in South Africa. And they're talking. They want to stop the crime in the city. It's overrun. It's kind of like your RoboCop scenario, except a little wussy type of thing going. Just kidding. It's more like this movie kind of reminds me of like a watered down version, a sissy version of RoboCop or something. And they build a program of robots, and they're there to bring order to the city in a lawless environment. There's one particular robot though that goes rogue. He went rogue, and so he ends up getting kidnapped by these criminals, and they take him under their wing, because he's a lovely chap. Chappie. They give him the name Chappie, and so he's a learning computer. He has a learning computer, like a Terminator thing going there. So he learns everything. He copies everything he hears. He listens to it. He copies everything. So he's a good Chappie. And so they what they do is they want to. He's learning at a rapid rate. So they want to bring him into the real world. So they drop him off and they let him get beat up like gang style, except with set on fire though. Yeah, let us set him on fire. Kill the bastard. And so they reprogram him to do their bidding. Basically, they reprogram the robot Chappie to do their bidding, and he has the government looks at it as a threat now. So they want to close down the. It's kind of, you guys remember that other movie, the other boring movie called I, Robot? Just kidding. And they want to. It was a big mistake, so they want to just shut the whole program altogether. So what happens is Hugh Jackman, the great Hugh Jackman, is on this movie. Makes you wonder what he was doing on this movie, but I guess we'll have to figure it out for ourselves if you ever were able to watch it again. And Sigourney Weaver's on here. She plays a supporting character. She kind of comes on-ish a little bit. She's on this movie for some reason. She's there, just there. She's Sigourney Weaver, so she's worth mentioning. So Hugh Jackman, he plays. He works with the police, and he's kind of, like I said, it's kind of like a RoboCop scenario, except a sissy version of RoboCop. So they have to figure. They want the government. He makes at the end of this movie, he makes this robot that resembles Ed 209. For RoboCop. See what I'm talking about? RoboCop, people, a much better movie. And he goes after Chappie. They are Chappie him, and then they're not about humans. And he's there to kill off the people that have been keeping him under their wing. He kind of becomes attached to one of them. This girl, she kind of reminds me of like a Billy Idol video. A Billy Idol video. You see a chick like her on a Billy Idol video, especially the other guy too, by the way. punk rocking looking guys from South Africa, from Johannesburg. These guys, they're on that, you know what I mean? And they look like punk rockers, right? Like on a Billy Idol video. And actually that name, the name Chappie kind of reminds you like if you guys, if you guys are from the hood, I was raised in the hood, but like I said, I turned over a new leaf. I stopped talking like how I used to talk. And I remember Chappie would be like a name that Snoop Dogg would use in one of his videos. Like he's like, "Lottie Dottie, we like the party. We don't talk stuff. Y'all consider it a Chappie if y'all don't listen to my rap song, y'all." And I just want to tell you, like if I was on if Kevin Hartman did a parody of this movie, he'd probably say, you know how they say "heezy for cheesy, my deezy." Yeah, it's Chappie from Nappy Dappy, it's Sappy Kitappy. It's all Chappie in the neighborhood, in the hood. So that the more I think about this, the more it brings on those kind of assumptions. But basically, this is a sci-fi movie. It's a science fiction movie, and you kind of feel sorry for this robot. You feel because he starts to develop more and more like a human as the days go by. And he becomes self-aware. Like Terminator, Skynet, except he doesn't destroy the world. But and like I said, I would watch this movie. I don't know if I would watch this movie again. If I did, I would watch it on Blu-ray. I would watch it on DVD. But I probably would want to watch it on if it comes on the Sci-Fi Channel in maybe another year or so. So that's pretty much it. And I give this movie 4 out of 5 maybe, because honestly, the movie's kind of a big bag of nuts or something. So you wonder what they were thinking when they did this movie. So like it's for the people who buy boring movies, just District 9. I didn't see that. I kind of pretty much shut that movie out altogether. But I sat down and watched this movie, so it breakthrough. And this movie does have its sentimental value. I mean, like I said, I actually felt sorry for this robot, but as far as the other characters are concerned, I could care less if they were nuked or anything. So that's pretty much what you'll think if you see this movie. If you haven't seen it already, and so Hugh Jackman is the main bad guy. He's the main bad guy. Wolverine, the Berserker X-Man, is the main baddie on this movie. So he's kind of like kind of more a little bit more on the sidelines. The story focuses a lot on Chappie, so it kind of gets there's some character development there. So the special effects are it's good. It's good stuff. This is a good CGI, and like I said, I did feel sorry for the robot at one point, but then after a while, it's just like okay, you kind of just kind of forget about the whole thing altogether. It's just like somebody. It's not important enough to remember. So Chappie, have you seen Chappie? Have you guys seen it? Have you seen? Yo, it's Chappie, my homeboy Chappie. Y'all better go see Chappie really soon in theaters. I seen it already. Yo, Chappie, peace out. Cutting edge review. Yo, peace.